All right, Aries, let's dive into your astrological forecast for 2026. Now, this year is shaping up to be a really powerful story of, well, duality. You've got these incredible opportunities sitting right next to some pretty significant challenges.
So the big question on your mind is probably this, right? Is 2026 going to be a year of success for you? Well, the answer isn't a simple yes or no. Honestly, it all comes down to how you play your cards and navigate these cosmic currents. So let's start with the big one, your career.
First up, your professional life. And I gotta say, the outlook here is incredibly dynamic. We're talking about a year that's really poised for some serious forward momentum and, some pretty significant growth.
What's really fascinating is how specific the timing is for your career moves. So you might want to mark your calendar for June 2nd. That's when you're going to feel this major surge of energy that just boosts your prospects. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, the entire second half of the year, that's your sweet spot. It's the ideal window for launching new ventures. And kind of underpinning all of this, all the way until December 5th, you have Rahu on your side. Rahu is all about ambition and thinking outside the box, and it's going to help you achieve your goals with, believe it or not, a lot less effort.
And all this cosmic support can translate into some pretty incredible real-world wins. I mean, we're talking about a promotion to a higher position being very, very possible. And thanks to Jupiter's expansive influence, get ready for opportunities that could pop up from foreign lands. That can mean anything from launching a new business with international partners to finally taking that successful trip abroad.
But like I said at the beginning, this is a year of duality. For every amazing opportunity, there's going to be a challenge you've got to navigate. It's definitely not all smooth sailing, so you really need to be prepared for the other side of the coin here. So, where are you going to feel these challenges? Mostly, it's going to be in your work environment. You might start to notice a little more rivalry with colleagues, and there's a real potential for some communication slip-ups. Your patience? Yeah, that's going to be tested, especially during the first half of the year. So what's the key to getting through all this? It's simple. Stay grounded and stay intensely focused on your own path. All right, let's switch gears and talk about money. How does this duality play out in your finances? Well, when it comes to your bank account in 2026, the big themes are strategy and caution. This is absolutely a year that rewards careful planning, not risky bets.
You've basically got two very clear paths you can take this year. On one hand, the planetary alignment is just fantastic for secure, long-term investments. Think real estate, things like that. But on the other hand, you've got the influence of Saturn, the great teacher of discipline, who is strongly advising against speculation or any high-risk ventures. The message couldn't be clearer. Build wealth, don't gamble with it.
And listen, there's a very specific reason for this warning. The forecast literally says, and I'm quoting here, "The energy of Rahu-Mars may tempt you towards impulsive spending or unethical shortcuts." So consider this a major heads up. You've got to be mindful of your impulses and make sure you maintain your integrity in all your financial dealings. Your discipline is going to be your greatest asset. Okay, now let's shift from the professional and financial to something much more personal, your health and your family life. Here the focus is really all about maintaining a good balance and paying super close attention to the little details. Now when it comes to your health this year, there is one period that really stands out above all the others. This is a time that requires some real awareness and, honestly, a little bit of preparation. And that critical period kicks off right after July 27th. Seriously, mark that date down. After this point, the celestial energies that affect your well-being take a pretty significant turn, and you're going to want to be ready for it. So why is this date so important? Well, it's because Saturn turns retrograde. And in practical terms, a retrograde period is kind of like a cosmic slowdown. It's a time for review, where underlying issues can bubble up to the surface. This movement demands that you pay special attention to your health. Don't ignore any warning signs your body gives you. The forecast even mentions a potential for hospitalization during this period. So being proactive about your self-care is absolutely non-negotiable. But hey, on a much brighter note, your domestic life looks wonderful. You can generally expect a pretty peaceful and harmonious year when it comes to family. There is just one little caution. Pay close attention to your mother's health, especially after October. And for all you students out there, this is your year. Expect strong mental focus, really stable academic progress, and some excellent opportunities to study abroad, especially in the second half of the year. Okay, we have covered a lot of ground here. Career highs and lows, financial strategy, and that crucial balance between health and family. So let's boil all of this down into some clear, actionable advice to help you make 2026 a success. So just think of these as your 4 core mantras for the year. First up, Actively identify and seize those career opportunities, especially the ones that are international. Number 2, invest thoughtfully, in secure things like property, and consciously avoid speculation. Third, prioritize your health with unwavering focus, especially after that key date of July 27th. And finally, number 4, nurture that peace and harmony in your family life.
So, there you have it. We've laid out the celestial map for you, Aries, for 2026, the opportunities, the challenges, all the key moments. So with all this knowledge, the final question isn't really about what the year will bring to you, but what you will bring to the year. How are you going to use this insight to make 2026 your best year yet?